Today we're going to be heading out and testing older Takumar lenses. They're about 50 years older than our Canon counterparts. And we'll be testing the 85mm f1.9 Takumar against the 85mm f1.8 Canon. And also the Takumar 55mm f1.8 versus the Canon 50mm f1.4. Before we head out, I thought you might find it interesting what I'm choosing to include in the bag today. It's rather cold outside and I need to travel light. I'll be on foot. So let's go check out what I got in the bag today. Okay, I'm going to try to run through this pretty quick. First thing to note before I open up is I carry an aluminum set of tripod legs. It's an older set. I find them reasonably stable, and I'm using the 701 HDV video head with that. I've got a center support on this, and I've got a loop that I can actually hang the bag from to give me a little extra weight and stability on this smaller tripod. I find it fits me really well, especially I do a lot of video where I'm walking on foot and traveling to the location on foot. So this is a great solution for me. First of all, we've got the Elastilite. It's got a white balance on one side, neutral gray on the other, with a focus assist marking in the middle. It's a great thing to have. Should travel with you everywhere. White balancing on video is critical, not necessarily for the shots we're going to be getting today, but when you're doing video, white balancing is really critical, and having a good thing to be able to white balance off of is great. We're going to be shooting today with a Canon 60D. I've got a metal frame attached to this that my viewfinder loop attaches to. What I really like about the 60D is that it has a flip-out LCD screen. If the 5D3 had it, I would have one, but I really prefer this for the type of shooting that I do, and I'm not sure why more of the pro cameras don't actually offer it. It's really a great thing to have. So we're shooting with the Canon 60D today. The viewfinder loop that I talked about, this is by Carry Speed, and I have a chamois, Zacuto chamois on it, and it really is nice when I'm putting my glasses up against there, so I'm not getting smudges on my glasses while I'm out. I also have a strap attached to it. I can put it around the handle of the tripod and let it hang there when I'm not using it, or I can also put it around my neck. So that's the Carry Speed viewfinder with Zacuto chamois on it. We're also going to be shooting with the Takumar 55mm f1.8 today. It's got some step-up rings on it here, so we could step up to the variable neutral density filter that we'll be using today. The neutral density, you can kind of see it there in the video. It's going to allow us to open up the camera very wide and get a nice shallow depth of field. And that's why we're going to be using variable ND today, and we'll be swapping that back and forth between this lens and the Canon 50mm f1.4 lens. That is what we're going to be comparing against the Takumar 55 f1.8. The other lens we're going to be taking today is the Canon 85mm f1.8. It also has a variable ND on it, which we'll be swapping back and forth between it and the Takumar 85mm f1.9. Notice that the older lenses used to come with really beautiful leather cases and a nice lining on the inside. They're just great. The other lens I'm going to be taking, and this really travels with me everywhere, it's a nice light lens. I think it's underrated. 55 to 250 Canon with image stabilization in it. It's reasonably cheap, and the focus ring on it is nice and smooth. I find it to be a really nice lens if I need extra reach, and that's why it's in the bag all the time. A couple final items before we wrap up here. I do carry with me a lens brush and a chamois, as well as some cleaning fluid in case I really need to clean a lens while I'm out in the field. The other item that I am taking today, it's rather cold, as I mentioned, out there, and I'm going to be using the ultra simple follow focus handle. And how this works, I'm going to be wearing gloves, obviously, so focusing is not going to be as easy as it would be if I didn't have gloves on. And I find this to just be a great tool all the time. Having this attached to the focus ring of the lens, I'm going to be able to do some really nice, smooth focus shifting with that. And it's a great tool. Not only do we manufacture it, but there's several other ones on the market. So if you don't have something like that, I would highly recommend looking at it. Weighs virtually nothing. I'm not taking a rail system or a standard rail mounted geared follow focus with me today. This is what I'm taking, and the reason why is it's just really lightweight, and I find it actually as effective as those other tools. It's really all we got in the bag, other than some extra SD cards, all with Magic Lantern pre-installed and tested on them. You know, extra chamois as well, and also extra batteries. We have several batteries in there. Fully charged, we did it the night before last. One nice thing to do, if you're not aware of it, you can actually put a sticker on your battery. Got a little red stripe here. And when your battery's fully charged, you can put the battery icon over the red there. And when it's not fully charged, you just reverse it and it's on the blue. So you'll know that this battery's not charged if it's not on the red. Great little trick to know what batteries are charged and what aren't. So let's quickly get this put back together. Again, we've got the ultra simple follow focus handle. '85mm Canon lens. That's the f1.8. Canon 55-250. Takumar 85mm f1.8. The Canon 55mm f1.4. The Takumar 55mm f1.8, and again this is the Canon 50mm f1.4. Canon 60D body, and LCD loop, which is really great, actually critical if you're out shooting in bright sunlight. This is really a must-have accessory. One other thing I haven't mentioned, and that's the RC1 remote that I've got right here. It's a nice addition to your bag. It allows you to, with this little switch here, focus or start video remotely from about 25 to 50 feet away. So this is a great addition to have to your bag. There's several off-market brands as well. I find this critical and extremely helpful, especially when you're out by yourself. This is a great piece of accessory to have in your bag as well. That's it. I hope you found it useful. So now that you've seen what's in the bag, I'm going to head out and capture some different footage comparing the lenses one to another. And I already kind of have a sneaking suspicion what I'm going to like better, but I really want to get out and test them and see how they work in the field. On our next video installation, we're going to cover that footage. So I hope you found this introduction at least useful, and look for that next video coming soon. Thanks.